Everyone. I wanted to make a video tutorial for you to kind of introduce you to the class and go over a few things I think will help you as we progress throughout the semester. You can see here right now I'm under course materials. Let's look at this more from a student perspective. You can see over here on the left, we have announcements, syllabus and resources, my contact information. Don't hesitate to reach out, call me, text me, whatever it is that you need. I'm happy to help you and support you as best I can. Let's click on syllabus and resources. You can see your syllabus is here. If you haven't registered for Connect yet, you can do so using this link. There will be a it'll click to our course, so it'll give you the option to either put your access code in or purchase the materials or start a 2-week trial. So you'll start like with your email address, and it'll kind of walk you through the registration steps, and you'll have to do one of those 3 options: put your code in, or start the 2-week trial, or purchase it. Once the 2-week trial is over, you will not be able to access the Connect material or the ebook. It will not delete any assignments that you've done, though. Okay, so it'll save all of your work. Your syllabus is here, and then this is your course schedule, which is also in your syllabus. But this is kind of a nice, snapshot of everything that you're doing each week. You can see this week we have 3 assignments due: your discussion, the Smart Book Chapter 1, which is part of Connect, and then the Child Theorist worksheet. For the most part, all of your assignments throughout the semester are going to be due on Sunday, with the exception of your discussions, which really have 2 due dates. I can only set 1 due date in Blackboard, though. You can see here on the course schedule, though, it always gives you the dates that the assignments are due. So, 8/25 is today, so your first initial post is due this evening, and then your 2 replies to your classmate are due Sunday, and then the other work, Smart Book, and your Child Theorist worksheet would both be due by Sunday. So that's kind of how the course schedule is set up. All of these items here, this is what is in the readings, videos, and resources folder. So you can see on the left over here, it says Chapter 1, Readings, Videos, and Resources, Chapter 1, Work to Complete. So this is everything that you should read or watch. Some of these assignments will help you with or some of these links and videos will help you with the assignments. Like your Child Theorist video worksheet is here. The video is here and the worksheet's here. There's stuff on Bronfenbrenner. Next week you'll do a Bronfenbrenner assignment. So there's extra material in the readings, videos, and resources each week that will help you along the way. So you can click on course materials, or you can see they're all laid out down here, the different weeks. When you get ready to take a test, you will see exams are here underneath the Module 1 folder, or underneath the Module 2 folder, and so forth. Okay, 50 multiple choice questions, 2 points each, and a 75-minute time limit. Unless you have any kind of accommodations, that would be adjusted. So every folder looks, kind of the same way, with the readings, videos, and resources, and work to complete. So let's click on work to complete, and we'll look at Chapter 1 Smart Book. So you can see we've got a few students that have already been in, but let's try and look at, once you're in and you're registered, it'll take you directly into the assignment in the textbook. And so your first assignment is for Chapter 1. It tells you approximately how long it'll take you and how many concepts are covered. Obviously, you should read the textbook before you do the assignments, but you do have the ability to kind of bounce between the two if you so choose. So if we click Start Reading, it takes you to the textbook, just as if you had a printed version of the textbook. Okay. You have a table of contents. You can flip to certain sections, or you can flip to other chapters. When you click on to questions, we can just say got it. Okay, so this is essentially the assignments. What it is that I want you to do is to choose what you think your answer is. I read the question right, choose your answer. And here we'll just, let's click on this one. And rate your confidence. So If you're absolutely sure, I got this 100%, I'm right, click on high confidence. If you're so, maybe you got it right, maybe not, click on medium. If you're absolutely not sure, click on low. You do have the option, you can go in and read about the concept before you answer the question, okay? So it'll take you to that part of the book where it talks about that question, and then we can go back to the question. Let's click on medium confidence, and it tells us, nope, we're wrong. We got it wrong. It tells you what the correct answer is, and you can go on to the next question. You can see this bar up here is nothing filled in yet. When you've mastered the material and you're done with the assignment, you will see this bar completely filled in. Let's click next question. Culture, gender, ethnicity, and socioeconomic status are all components of sociocultural, right? High confidence, we got it right. Now we can see this little blue bar that filled in a little bit. The system is literally thousands of questions. Not that you have to do thousands of questions, but it's geared towards and based on what you get right and wrong. So if you struggle with, certain concepts, it's going to help you master those concepts and ask you different questions. So there's some that are multiple choice. There might be some that are multiple answer where you select a few different answers. There could be like a drag and drop where you put things in order. There might be true, false. There's fill in the blank. So there's a variety of question types to help you understand the material. So it's never going to take off points for getting answers wrong, but it's going to keep asking you until you master it. Okay. So each one is designed to take you 25 minutes or so, 30 minutes, but that's also based on how well you know the information. So you always want to try and be honest with the system down here, because if you're constantly clicking high confidence and getting it wrong, it tells the system that you really don't know it. And it's, eventually going to kind of give you like a timeout and tell you to go read about the book or go read in the textbook and then come back. So you can see this is like a multiple answer where you select all that apply. Right? So let's just click on a bunch of ones and see how we do. So it tells us we got some right, some wrong. So it's going to ask us this type of question again, and maybe in a different format, or maybe you might see the same format again. All right, so that's McGraw-Hill. That's eyes of the assignment. You can always pick up where you left off. These are worksheets, right? This is a Child Theorist worksheet that's with that video. The discussions, you can see we got a bunch of discussions in here already. And I posted my own little introduction for you all to see. And I'm glad to see we have so much going on in the discussion board. Let's go up to syllabus and resources, take a look at your syllabus. So you can see my contact information again. You can see the course dates. We are done by Tuesday the 14th. Your textbook is here. Just make sure that if you're purchasing it somewhere else besides online through McGraw-Hill's link or the bookstore, that you make sure it's the 15th edition. It has to be the same edition to match the material in Connect. So a lot of this is just kind of standard information from the college. Academic honesty or dishonesty is really in regards to plagiarism, especially because you guys are an online class. Just make sure you're doing your own work. Make sure you're citing materials as you need to. If you notice the discussion, let's look at the discussion again. Let me go under my grades, because you can see the rubrics under my grades. So view rubric. So every discussion, you have the same rubric for each one. Okay, so let's click on one of them. This, tells you approximately how long your post should be. Right? Obviously, content matters, right? The quality of the post. This section talks about your responses to your classmates. You should always have two. They should be approximately that long. You can always go over, but we want to try and give something, substantial back to our classmates, and something that can further the discussion and provide more information other than your standard generic, like, great post. I really enjoyed reading it. I, like what you had to say. Try and get a little bit more creative than just some of those standard replies. Maybe share a cool video or an article that you found that related to something they said in their post, something like that. Organization and grammar, structure, that type of thing. Obviously, proofread, right? Proofread your work before you submit it. And then APA. So you need to have 2 citations, 2 references for every discussion post that you do, with the exception of maybe the introduction. I'm trying to remember what your introduction post was in this class. Usually I kind of cut students some slack on that. But you always want to, where is my discussion link? You always want to, yeah, there it was, I saw it. Yeah, for this post, only no references are needed, okay? So moving forward though, you should always have, your post in by Wednesday, your 2 replies by Sunday, and then, your APA references here for your initial post. So your references could be, something from the textbook. It could be something that I shared in the readings, videos, and resources section. It could be something else that you pull in that you find. So there's, a variety of things that you can choose to do for your references. But I want you guys to format them in APA. And I did give you, where is the folder? I didn't give you. I will give you. Let me see, maybe it's here. Oh, yeah. So I did give you some examples of what references look like. I gave you an APA template. I'm gonna look here. I have an APA reference video too that I made for students. I believe so. Well, I'm gonna find it and give it to you guys. It's somewhere in my. Oh, here, APA references in a Word document. So let's post this for you as well in these readings, videos, and resources. So this is kind of a tutorial of how you can cite in, this is YouTube, how you can cite in using Word for your references. And let's pull that back to the top so you don't have to scroll so far to find it. Okay, so this is me kind of going through how you can do your sources in a Word document for APA style. So that will be a video that will help you. If there's any changes that we make to the syllabus, I'll let you know. I'll post an announcement. If there's any students with disabilities, the college typically reaches out and then I'll adjust anything that I need to. But you can always check with me to make sure that I'm aware and send me any information that you'd like to. The library can help with APA. You have the Writing Center that can help with APA stuff. But I think, for the most part, you'll be fine if you watch the video that I sent you. Or there are other sites like EasyBib or something like that you can use to help cite. But I think it's easier to keep everything in Word and save it to your computer, and that way you can reuse it again and again, which you'll see in my video that I made for you. This is just other information from the college about the Writing Center, computer lab, student services, wellness, all that kind of information. And if you email my Harper account, or if you send me an email, let me know you're from the child psych class, because I have 4 classes at Harper this semester, and so I only have one section that's child psych. So let me know that that's the section that you're in. This is just other information again about academic honesty that I added in plagiarism. I'll keep all your grades updated in Blackboard. You guys submit things by Sunday. I generally, have everything graded by the end of the week, the following week by Friday or Saturday. So you'll kind of see grades being updated as we go. Please don't email any assignments. That would be a lot of emails. Make sure that you're submitting things in Blackboard. And also, no Google Docs, please. I've already had students this semester ask about Google Docs, and I let one student give it a try, and I still can't access it. So the system didn't open it. It didn't know where to open it, and It's just Google Docs are problematic sometimes. So please submit as like a .doc or a .docx or a .rtf or even a PDF if you have to. The other one to watch for is .pages. Please don't submit .pages because I can't open those either for you Mac users. Late work. So I know I say no exceptions here, right? But oops. With that being said, I do understand that we are living in a different world right now. And while I'm not a big fan of late work, and you would have heard that in my introduction video called "Who is Dr. Matson," I, want you to be successful in here, and I understand that, their students have been sick or dealing with family members that have been sick, and there's been some other challenges during the past year and a half. So that being said, do your best to keep up with everything and submit by Sunday night and Wednesday for your initial post for the discussions. But if you find yourself falling behind, or if you're, struggling to keep up, or something happens and you need some extra time, I will listen to each case and kind of handle things as a case by case basis this fall. So always reach out. Okay. Just, talk to me, let me know what's going on, and I'll do what I can to help you get caught back up. And obviously, I want you guys to be successful. You spend a lot of money on your courses, and I don't want anybody to have to retake the course at a later date. So, to transfer, you need at least a C in the class. Um, so that's, my hope is that we get, a lot of A's and B's, and, hopefully nothing less than a C. But just let me know if there's something going on, and I will, do what I can to work with you. Make sure you're logging in enough. Sometimes printing the course schedule can help to, kind of check off what you've read and, what assignments you've done. But, try and log in 3 or 4 days a week, more if you can, just to make sure that you're not missing anything or overlooking anything. In the discussion board, try and be polite to your classmates, and, we don't have to agree with everything that's said, but, just try and respect each other's opinions, and be there to support one another. I would expect that you'll probably end up spending at least 10 hours on the course between reading and watching videos and doing assignments and things like that. So that is my expectation. And then I mentioned, no Google Docs and no dot pages either. That's just some more about your discussions, and then your McGraw-Hill access. Quest is the other one that you have too in here. I'll go back and show you Quest in a minute. So your smart book assignments, your Quest assignments, your kind of written assignments like the child theorist worksheet, your discussions, and then your exams. So you have just under 1,100 points for the semester, and just how many you need for an A, for a B, for a C, and nobody's getting anything under a D, right? So we're good with that. So it's not all about the test. There's a lot of other assignments and things. Your exams are only about a third of the points. So if you're not a good test taker, don't worry. There's, ways to get better with your assignments and things, and writing, and doing those smart book things, and the Quest gaming. And then your course outline is here again for you, which is the same thing that I have. Did I give you guys? Yeah, the same thing, the course schedule here. Okay. Quest, I said I was going to show you, right? It probably looks different on my end when I go in, but let's click on Quest. It's not started. So this is Gabby, right? And so these are the different things that Gabby can do that kind of relate to the different terminology in your textbook. So let's review assignment. Let's preview it so you can see what this looks like. And so McGraw-Hill built this like a gaming assignment. So it does take a second here to load. If you have any problems getting the material to load with whether it be this or SmartBook, reach out to the McGraw-Hill help desk. They can help you, clear any cookies or fix your settings in your computer to make sure that the assignments are loading properly. So you can see here's Gabby. It gives you a little description of her. You can kind of scroll down. You can click begin quest. You can see there's 9 items that we have to complete. You have, I think, 3 tries that you can do to, like 3 attempts on the assignment to try and get through it and get all the points. But basically, you're just kind of clicking on different things, different parts of the room, and different interactions that she can have. So I clicked on the screen here. You can view the objectives, you can view the description, we can begin the quest. And so let's make her crawl. All I did was click on the screen. So it's highlighting there. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but the lady is talking. She said, hi, Gabby, what do you want to do? And then it tells you, here's the arrow. You want to walk? Do you want to leave? Do you want to play with the puppet? So let's say we want to walk. So you can see Gabby's walking. We can click continue. And now everybody's congratulating her for walking. Now we have to decide, keep walking or no. No. So objective complete. We explored the movement with your aunt, which is the gross motor skills. So we have one of those 9 objectives done. Okay. So we can keep moving and crawling around the room. We can click different directions. We can talk to this person. So it just kind of gives you an idea of what this is about. We want to be picked up, we want to eat, we want to cry, and you get to make the decision. All right, so that is what we see here with Connect. I was trying to see how to back out of this. Oh, here we go. I didn't have to back out. My tab is already open. Okay, cancel and return to Connect. Oh, it's not assigned now. Shoot. Let me go back in and assign it. 3 attempts. All of them are like that. Okay, so that is the quest assignments, and you can see you don't have your first quest with Gabby until after the first exam, because the first exam is, just kind of an introduction to some of the theories and theorists, and then it's all about pregnancy and birth, and so we won't get into like the actual development of infancy until chapter 5. So that's where your first quest for Gabby assignment is due. All right. So I think that's about all. Course materials, you can go into the same thing, module 1, and it'll give you a review of what everything is, and same thing as what you're going to see over here. My contact information, faculty and resource, or syllabus and resources for the APA stuff, your syllabus and schedule, the My Grades tab, where you'll be able to see your grades. There we go. Make that in order. And any announcements, of course, you guys will receive. All right. I will be in touch through the announcement tool throughout the semester. And if you need anything in the meantime, please reach out. And I look forward to learning more about all of you through your discussions and your assignments and watching your progress as you learn more about child psychology. Have a great day.